Hey there, I am Sherry Samuels, the voice coach, and this is your thought for the week. So, growing up, my mom always told us to think before we speak. And she wanted us to make sure that we weren't just going all willy nilly with how we communicated with other people. But what she didn't clarify or point out is that it was also important for us to think before we speak to ourselves. We are communicating with ourselves all day, every day. We are reminding ourselves of things we need to do. We are chastising ourselves when we make mistakes. We are hopefully loving on ourselves when we do something amazing. But that last part, how often are you doing that? How often are you taking time to love on yourself with your words, with your thoughts? How often are you taking the time to say, hey, you know what? You made a mistake, but it's okay. You made a mistake, but I still love you. You're still amazing. How often are we taking time to really speak life into ourselves? You know, if we're communicating with ourselves every day, if we're feeding ourselves negative information, that's how we're going to show up in the world. That's going to show up in how we are communicating with ourselves, with other people. It's also going to show up in how we stand before people and how we present ourselves to the world. So this week, I encourage you to not just be thinking about how you speak to other people and thinking before you speak to other people, but I encourage you to really first think before you speak to yourself. Think about what you're saying to yourself. Think about the words that you're using, the ways that you are encouraging or discouraging yourself, that you're chastising yourself throughout the day. Those words matter. They speak volumes about how we can move forward and how we can trust ourselves and believe in ourselves. So again, I encourage you this week, really be thinking about what you're saying to yourself. When you catch yourself saying something not so nice, change it, reframe it, create a new statement to yourself, create an affirmation that feels empowering and supportive. I was actually reminded this morning in a conversation with a friend about the importance of affirmations. Yes, they're amazing, and we have to use them to our benefit to help us be better versions of ourselves each and every day. So make sure that you are thinking before you speak to yourself. And when you catch yourself saying something that doesn't feel so great or doesn't feel so empowering and encouraging and loving, change it. It just takes a minute. I am Sherry Samuels, the voice coach, and this was your thought for the week.